In this segment, we'll head over to the Suffolk Center for Cultural Arts to experience a concert like no other, held on Friday, April 20th, where a group of students are taken on a musical ride they won't forget. Then, we will take another ride with the American Diabetes Tour de Cure bike event held on Saturday, April 21st at Kings Fork High School. Next up, the Youth for Change event, held in conjunction with the Global Youth Service Day, was a success all across the city on Saturday, April 21st. And last but not least, we will check out the flag football game between Suffolk Fire and Rescue and the Suffolk Police Department to benefit the Suffolk Rockin Relay for Life. What do you get when you mix classical, hip-hop, jazz, and R&B music? You get the musical group known as Black Violin. This mighty violin and viola duo provided a listening excursion for students and teachers at the Suffolk Center for Cultural Arts on Friday, April 20th. We had an opportunity to talk with them for a few minutes before their headlining concert that evening.
Well, you know, the first one was that Black Violin Rocks, all right? That was the first one. The second one, it was, we really want people to think outside the box, particularly kids, but everyone to think outside the box. A lot of what we do is pioneering something, so we want kids particularly to take what we did and apply it to what they want to do. So if they want to be doctors, lawyers, anything they want to do it differently than the person next to you. It's possible. We just showed you that the impossible is possible. Take that and use that within your life and in your career. And the last one is to outwork everybody, because in the music industry we have had the opportunity to see a lot of different people. We've performed with Alicia Keys, we've performed with Linkin Park, and we got to sit right next to them and see how they do it. And yeah, they're extremely talented, but you know, we learned very early on that it's their work ethic, which is why they're famous. It's why they're successful. It feeds their talent. We feel that our music can bridge the gap between classical and hip hop, you know, kind of as the two ends of it, but it really has jazz, funk, country elements if you listen hard enough. It's a lot of different other elements that's in there. And what it does, it allows the 5-year-old and the 50-year-old to have a conversation. And it gives us the freedom of not playing to a demographic per se, and we can kind of play to anyone because there's something in it for everyone.
We were very fortunate to be a part of a system in high school in particular that we had wonderful teachers that motivated us, told us, listen, you can get a full scholarship to college with this music, in which we did. You know what I mean? We had a lot of colleges to choose from. That molded us to what we are right now. So I mean, it's extremely important. It's just as important as, you know, time to go play outside or, you know, math. It's just that important. You know what I mean? It just opens up. The arts just opens up the kid's mind. It opens up to different possibilities. They can see the world differently. They can tap into whatever talent they didn't think they had. You know what I mean? For me particularly, I was a very quiet, shy, you know, kept to myself. So playing the viola, you know, and you know, practicing, and you know, my teachers motivated me, telling me, you're pretty good, you can go to college. You know, that gave me confidence. That made me, man, I felt like I was different. I was like, man, I can do something in this world, you know. And growing up the places that we grew up, I mean, it's very easy to be discouraged. It's very easy to go the wrong path. It's very easy to get caught up in all these different things. So I mean, music helped us, man. I mean, I thank God every day, because I wanted to play the saxophone. They put me in the wrong class. I mean, it was faith. So I mean, the arts is so essential. It's not even funny. I mean, it's needed, and it definitely saddens our hearts to see that it's being taken away, it's being taken for granted. So I mean, hopefully, you know, our movement and what we try to preach every day is that it's needed, and hopefully, you know, we can have a louder voice and more influence to really, you know, put a stop to it, you know. So
open your eyes. What you are meant to do is staring at you in your face, and a lot of times people are just not looking for it, you know. And it's, you know, even when we were back in the, I mean, we didn't know that this was what was going to end up happening. We just took advantage of what was in front of us. We went to college for free. We got out of college, we're like, what are we going to do? And then the doors just kind of kept opening, because I guess we were looking for them. You know, think outside the box, but keep your eyes open because it is staring at you. It is. What you want to do is staring at you. You just may be like, oh, I want to go play basketball. I don't want to do that. You know, but it's staring at you. You got to keep your eyes open, go forward, take advantage of every single opportunity that's in front of you because you never know in 10 years down the line that, oh, signing up for saxophone and getting in the wrong class made my career and changed my entire life. You know? You never know.
Just continue to, you know, see the future, see the brightness. There's something bright in your future, in your life. You just got to really look and find it, you know, and just focus on that. And just be patient and be yourself, you know what I mean? Don't try to be anybody else because it won't last, you know what I mean? Because you cannot try to be somebody, even if you being somebody else and you're successful, like, I mean, how long is that gonna last? Be yourself, that's less stress on you. So, you know, just be yourself and just like Kev said, just open your eyes and see what it is. It's right in front of you and don't be afraid to be yourself and just be patient, relax. You know, a lot of kids are very, you know, they're just very, you know, I guess I was one of those, you know, just very like, I need this, something needs to happen, but you're 15, like, relax, you know what I'm saying? It'll happen. So, you know, just, you know, with adults alike, it will happen. Be patient, just keep going, moving forward.
Also, you know, we do have an album, it's on iTunes. Go get it.
Go get it.
And we have a new album this summer. It's called Classically Trained. It's going to be really, really something special. And, you know, blackviolin.net, or if you liked it, tweet us at blackviolin.
Hundreds of cyclists participated in the Hampton Roads American Diabetes Association Tour de Cure bike event, held at Kings Fork High School on Saturday, April 21st. Cyclists raised money as individuals or as teams and could ride in the 10-mile, 30-mile, 65-mile, or 100-mile events, all to support a great cause of ending diabetes by finding a cure. The event was a huge success.
I am going to ride the 10-mile bike ride today. We need to raise more money so that we can try to find a cure for this disease. A lot of people think that diabetes goes away. It doesn't. Type 2 diabetes can be managed. Type 1 diabetes never goes away. For some of us, this is our new lifestyle. So we need things like this so that we can make other people, like I said, just aware of what's going on.
What we're here to do is we're here to register all the riders coming in today. We've got a certain station that we man, and as they come in, we get them ready to ride and get them out so they can complete their ride. My whole family, we volunteered today. Our oldest daughter's type 1 diabetic, so anytime we can get a chance or an opportunity to help with anything associated with diabetes, we try to. This is our first year doing this event, and hopefully with many more to come.
Diabetes affects so many Americans and so many African Americans and just in general so many Americans that is something that really is worth the time to put into a cause like this. We try to raise as much money we can to put towards the cause, and to try to get Walgreens involved in this type of community thing is a great thing.
There's a lot of activity, a lot of excitement. A lot of people train year-round to do these things because there's several of them. You got to be a pretty serious competitor to do 100 miles, or the second one 75 miles. So we're excited about doing it because it's always fun. Get people together outside of work and see the families for the people that we're supporting and working with.
Be the change you want to see in the world. That is a familiar quote that many Suffolk citizens took to heart for this year's Global Youth Service Day, held on Saturday, April 21st. Sponsored by the Suffolk Youth Advisory Council and Suffolk Parks and Recreation as part of the Suffolk's Youth for Change campaign, kids and adults came out to their neighboring parks, churches, and roadways and cleaned them up. They removed trash, added mulch and plants, and even started community gardens. You could say they put the unity in community.
We are partnering with the whole initiative which takes place globally called Global Youth Services Day. In the city of Suffolk, we're having our own event called Youth for Change. And throughout the whole entire city, we're having different programs, community cleanups. Some will take place at different neighborhoods where we'll have mulching done, and other just normal trash pickups. And then we have some voting registration initiatives and other events like that, like helping the elderly and many different activities for youth to be involved in.
We have adopted 2 streets over here, Brook and Battery, and we come and clean these 2 streets 4 times a year. And this morning we're partnering with Gregory Prince and the Saratoga community to keep this community clean, looking beautiful.
Well, this is my community, and we like to try to keep things we like to beautify the community, and I'm part of the Civic League, the Lake Kennedy Civic League, and this is our Lake Kennedy Park. And this is something that we do every year to keep our community looking good. And also it gives us a chance to work together, to socialize and get to know each other better one-on-one. Oh, it's wonderful. I benefit just from the exercise, just getting up early in the morning, coming out and just working out a little bit. Anytime I can keep myself moving, it's exercise. Other neighbors that's in the community, they can see what we're doing, and hopefully that they'll help to keep the park as well as the streets clean.
I personally come out here because I am a representative of the people, and I think we got to lead by example. This is not my first time working with the community as far as cleanup concern. I'm a strong believer that we got to invest in our community as far as major improvements. The dirty park represents that people doesn't care. A clean park is where people are concerned about the children and their behavior. Okay, and I want to do all I can to promote a clean and good environment for raising a family and where we live.
We teach nutrition, or we teach how to grow. We really are as much teaching and learning gardens as we are planting. But the idea is to produce produce. We produced over 1,500 pounds the first year, and that went to the food banks and so forth. This is landscape cloth that is going to block the weeds and grass coming through. We use compost, vermiculite, and a little bit of peat moss. This is an organic process. We'll then build 4 raised beds with this cedar.
Well, I want to get close to nature and know all different things about it and just be myself. It makes me sad because seeing all this trash all over the place. But I feel great today because earlier we went around the community and we cleaned up everything.
Our public safety heroes took to the gridiron at Peanut Park in a game of flag football to raise money for the Suffolk Rockin Relay for Life campaign on Saturday, April 21st. Donations were accepted at the gate and concessions were available for purchase. Great sportsmanship and athleticism made this an exciting event to watch, as well as knowing the proceeds were supporting members of our community through Suffolk Rockin Relay for Life and the American Cancer Society.
The Suffolk Fire Department did not practice until this morning. We all play softball and stuff like that together, so we haven't had any official practices up until this morning. But you know, this is a charity event. It's for Relay for Life, which is the police department's big charity, and we like to support them because we have a charity too. We do a muscular dystrophy, MDA, and they support us in that. So we are returning the favor and supporting them. I think if we can cut down on the turnovers, you know, like I said, we didn't have a whole lot of practice, but if we cut down on turnovers, we might be able to put some more points on the board. And as long as we can contain them, our defense has really stepped up this half. And if we can keep that momentum going through the second half, we'll be fine. We'll be fine.
We're holding in there. We've got some things we're going to make some changes on offense. We've seen some vulnerabilities that we think we can exploit, so we're going to work on those in the second half. Well, I think it's an opportunity, number one, to raise the money and bring awareness to Relay for Life. But also, these guys work really hard, and it gives them an opportunity to come out and play and have some fun and do it for that worthwhile cause. So, you know, our guys have been holding practices a couple times a week and really having a chance to get together, because unless you have something like this planned, you really can't bring them all together like that.
We went to the first Relay for Life meeting, and Lakita Frazier from Parks and Recs brought up about how there's always a good competition between the fire department and the police department. So Rainey and I got together and decided on doing a flag football game this year for Relay for Life.
Oh, absolutely. It's a really nice turnout of people watching along with the fire and police department.
All right, and which teams are you going for?
Police department.
Fire department.
Thanks for watching this segment of Suffolk Headlines.